Welcome to this deep dive into a really unique Etsy shop
Go
I found.
Yeah.
It's called BENNNNNN.
Wow.
Yes, 7 N's, and it's filled with these sleek, black, durable products.
Interesting.
We're using their main shop page as our source material today, so it's like taking a virtual stroll through their storefront.
Okay, cool.
The interesting thing is some of their most popular items are things you might not expect, like combs and fountain pens.
That is intriguing. It makes you wonder what's driving that popularity.
Yeah.
Is there something about their approach that's tapping into a larger trend?
Exactly. And to get a sense of that, let's start with first impressions.
Okay.
The name obviously stands out.
Yeah.
But we also see that BENNNNNN is based in Montreal and holds star seller status on Etsy.
Star seller status is pretty significant. It means they're consistently getting 5-star reviews, shipping on time, and responding quickly to any inquiries.
Yeah.
Etsy really sets a high bar for that designation.
And they've earned it too.
Wow.
They've made over 1,000 sales while maintaining that perfect 5-star rating,
It's impressive.
which is no small feat in the competitive world of online marketplaces.
Absolutely.
Plus, they're offering free shipping to the U.S. on orders over $35, so that's a nice perk for many listeners.
Definitely a good incentive.
Yeah.
So they're reliable and offer a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the products themselves? What kind of treasures are hidden behind this sleek black aesthetic?
Well, they've got their shop neatly categorized into office supplies, jewelry, and others.
Okay.
One of the featured items that immediately caught my eye was the Hero Black Titanium Fountain Pen.
Oh, nice.
It's priced at $36.54, and of course comes with that free shipping.
Oh, the resurgence of the fountain pen.
Right.
In this age of instant messages and emails,
Yeah.
there's something almost rebellious about choosing to slow down and write with a fountain pen.
Yeah.
It's a statement about intentionality, about savoring the moment.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
And speaking of slowing down and appreciating quality,
Mm-hmm.
their best seller is actually the Black Feather Calligraphy Dip Pen.
Oh,
Which is a bit pricier at $53.85, but it speaks to that same desire for a more mindful, tactile experience.
absolutely. It's like a rejection of the digital deluge, a return to the beauty of handwritten words.
Yeah.
And what's fascinating is that this appreciation for quality extends even to the seemingly mundane.
You're talking about the black Oxhorn comb, right?
Exactly.
It's featured prominently appearing multiple times with different price points, which makes me think there's something special about it.
It makes you wonder, what could be so remarkable about a simple comb? Perhaps it's the material, the craftsmanship, or the idea that even everyday objects can be elevated with a touch of elegance and durability.
That's a great point. It speaks to this idea that maybe we've become too accustomed to disposable, mass-produced items. Perhaps there's a growing desire for things that are made to last, things that we can appreciate and cherish for years to come.
I think you're onto something there.
Yeah.
It ties into that larger trend we were talking about, a shift towards conscious consumption, a focus on quality over quantity.
And Bennen seems to be catering to that perfectly with their curated selection. It's not about overwhelming you with choices. It's about offering a few carefully chosen, high-quality items that reflect a certain philosophy.
Speaking of philosophy, let's dive into the About BENNNNNN section. I always find it fascinating to get a glimpse behind the curtain and learn about the person behind the brand.
Me too. And it turns out there is a real person named Ben, and his love for quality, and the color black is evident throughout the shop. He even goes into detail about his commitment to sourcing durable materials and creating products that are meant to be used and enjoyed for a lifetime.
It's that personal touch that can make all the difference in an online business. It helps build trust and connection, knowing there's a real person with a passion behind the products.
Right. You're not just buying a comb or a pen, you're buying into Ben's vision, his
Ah.
appreciation for simplicity and quality. And speaking of the comb, there's this little detail on the page that caught my eye.
Oh, yeah?
It says 4 people have this in their cart right now.
Oh, that's clever. It creates a sense of urgency and social proof, subtly nudging you towards a purchase. But it also speaks to the comb's popularity. Let's delve into the reviews and see if we can uncover what's driving that appeal. What are people saying about the comb, about the shop, about Ben's vision?
Sounds like a plan. Maybe those reviews will shed some light on why this seemingly simple object is capturing so much attention.
I'm curious to find out. Reviews are often a window into the customer experience, and they can reveal a lot about a shop's values and its relationship with its customers.
Okay, diving into the reviews, it's clear people are really happy with their BENNNNNN purchases.
Yeah.
Lots of positive feedback about the quality of the products, and Ben gets consistent praise for his fast and friendly service.
That's so important, especially in the world of online businesses. Building trust is key, and excellent customer service is a major part of that.
Absolutely. And Ben seems to really understand that they're super responsive to questions and feedback.
Hmm?
For example, one reviewer mentioned loving the Hero Black Titanium fountain pen, but wished it had come with instructions on how to load the ink cartridges.
That's a fair point. Fountain pens aren't as common as they once were, so not everyone might be familiar with their intricacies.
Right, and what's great is that BENNNNNNN responded to that review, thanking the customer for the feedback and even providing a link to a YouTube video with instructions.
That kind of proactive customer care goes a long way. It shows that they genuinely care about their customers' experience and are willing to go the extra mile to ensure satisfaction.
It really does make you feel valued as a customer, which makes you more likely to shop there again. And positive interactions like that probably encourage people to recommend the shop to others too.
Exactly. It's that ripple effect of positive experiences that can really help a small business thrive. And it speaks to the power of genuine connection, even in the digital realm.
Speaking of positive reviews, another customer mentioned that the engraving on their fountain pen was slightly crooked, but they weren't bothered enough to complain.
Ah, a minor imperfection. I'm curious to see how the shop handled that.
Get this, Ben actually reached out to the buyer proactively and offered a replacement.
Wow,
They didn't even wait for a complaint.
that's impressive. That level of commitment to quality control and customer satisfaction is remarkable. It really shows they stand behind their products and want every customer to have a positive experience.
It really makes you feel like they value craftsmanship and take pride in their work. Okay, moving on from the glowing reviews, let's take a look at BENNNNNN's shop policies. Shipping is always an important consideration, and they keep it pretty straightforward.
Clear and concise policies are always a good sign. It helps build trust and transparency.
Absolutely. Ben states that buyers are responsible for any customs or import taxes, which is standard practice, and they offer a wide variety of payment options.
Okay.
PayPal, major credit cards, even Apple Pay, Klarna, and gift cards.
That's smart. Offering a variety of payment options makes it easier for customers to complete their purchase. It removes friction from the process and can lead to increased sales.
And of course, Etsy handles all the payment information securely, so that's one less thing for buyers to worry about. In terms of returns and exchanges, the details are provided on the individual listings and cancellations are accepted within 2 days of purchase. Pretty standard stuff.
It sounds like they've covered all the bases.
Yeah.
Now, what about their privacy policy?
Yeah.
Data privacy is a big concern for many people these days.
Ben has a detailed privacy policy outlining how they handle personal information.
Okay.
The key takeaways are that they use your information for order fulfillment, communication, and shop improvement. They keep data for 7 years for legal and dispute resolution purposes, but they emphasize that they never share it with third parties for marketing.
That's reassuring. It's good to see a shop being upfront about its data practices and prioritizing customer privacy.
Right. They do mention that data may be shared with third-party service providers, but only for essential tasks like shipping orders. And you always have the right to access, modify, or delete your personal information.
That transparency and control are essential. It builds trust and empowers customers to make informed decisions about their data. So it seems like BENNNNNN is really hitting all the right notes. They've got a unique aesthetic, a commitment to quality, excellent customer service, and they're transparent about their policies.
They are. From the catchy name to the sleek, black aesthetic, BENNNNNN is more than just an Etsy shop. It's a curated experience. It feels like a statement about appreciating quality craftsmanship and the enduring appeal of simple objects made extraordinary.
I agree. They've carefully crafted a brand identity that resonates with people who are looking for something special, something that reflects their values and their desire for a more intentional way of living.
It makes you wonder if there are simple objects in your own life that could be elevated in this way. Would you be willing to invest in a well-made, ethically sourced comb, for example?
It's an interesting question. We often settle for disposable, mass-produced items without considering the alternatives.
Yeah.
Perhaps this deep dive into BENNNNNN can inspire us to be more mindful about the objects we choose to surround ourselves with.
Maybe it's time to rethink that old plastic comb gathering dust in the drawer.
Right.
Or perhaps rediscover the pleasure of writing with a fountain pen instead of relying solely on digital devices.
It's about finding those little moments of intentionality and appreciating the beauty of well-crafted objects that are made to last.
And who knows, maybe we'll uncover some hidden gems along the way, just like we did with BENNNNNN.
Sometimes the most extraordinary discoveries are found in the most unexpected places.
This has been a fascinating exploration. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of BENNNNNN. It's been a great reminder that simple objects can be extraordinary and that a commitment to quality and customer connection can make all the difference.
It has been a pleasure, and it's inspiring to see a small business thriving by staying true to its values and creating products that people genuinely appreciate.
Until next time, keep exploring and keep seeking out those hidden gems.